Have you ever been prescribed a sugar pill and felt better just because a doctor told you it would work? It's called the placebo effect, and it's one of the most mind-boggling phenomena in science. But here's the big question. How can our thoughts alone actually impact our physical health? It's as if our mind holds the power to heal our body, but how does that even work? In today's video, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of the placebo effect, the science behind it, and explore whether the mind truly has the ability to control reality. Strap in, because what you're about to hear will change the way you think about your own health. Let's start with the basics. The placebo effect occurs when a person experiences a real improvement in their condition simply because they believe they are receiving treatment, even if what they're given has no therapeutic effect at all. In most cases, this treatment is a pill, but it could also be a sugar solution, a saline injection, or even a sham surgery. Now, what's really interesting is that the placebo effect isn't just about feeling better. It can have real, measurable effects on the body. In some cases, patients have reported reductions in pain, improvements in mood, and even a complete recovery from conditions like depression and anxiety, all while receiving nothing but a placebo. But how does that work? The answer lies deep within our brain. Scientists have long known that belief plays a major role in the placebo effect. Our brains are incredibly powerful, and they can sometimes convince our bodies that we're healing, even when there's no actual treatment taking place. A key part of the placebo effect is that it triggers a release of endorphins and dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemicals. When a person believes they're receiving a powerful treatment, their brain begins to act as though it's actually healing them. This is what's known as neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to change and adapt in response to new information or stimuli. In other words, your belief that a pill will help you can convince your brain that it's working, even if the pill is nothing more than a harmless sugar tablet. But there's more. Research has shown that the placebo effect doesn't just work with pain or mood disorders. It can also influence things like immune response, heart rate, and even blood pressure. Let's take a look at some fascinating studies. One famous experiment involved two groups of patients with Parkinson's disease. One group received a real drug, while the other was given a placebo, with no active ingredients. However, both groups reported similar improvements in their symptoms. What's even more mind-blowing is that when scientists scanned their brains, they discovered that both groups had an increase in dopamine production, a neurotransmitter involved in movement and pleasure. The group who received the placebo actually experienced the same neurological change as the group who received the real drug. This suggests that the brain's belief in healing was powerful enough to trigger the same biological response as the actual treatment. This phenomenon isn't limited to adults either. Children, who are often more open to suggestion, have shown even more profound responses to placebo treatments. The mind-body connection is just as real as it gets. Of course, the placebo effect is not without its ethical dilemmas. If doctors can achieve real benefits by prescribing placebos, does that mean they should? It raises serious questions about the boundaries of medical ethics and the trust between doctors and patients. In some cases, patients have even unknowingly received placebos in clinical trials, which has led to concerns about informed consent. So, while the placebo effect can be a powerful tool for improving health, it's crucial that we tread carefully and respect the patient's right to be informed about their treatment. Despite the ethical questions, researchers are actively studying the placebo effect to better understand how it works and how it can be harnessed to improve treatments. Some scientists are even exploring the possibility of using placebos as a legitimate form of therapy, particularly for conditions that have few effective treatments, like chronic pain or depression. With advancements in brain imaging technology, scientists are gaining deeper insights into how the brain responds to belief and expectation. In the future, we may be able to develop ways to use the power of the mind to enhance medical treatments, making them more effective with less reliance on actual drugs or invasive procedures. The placebo effect is a fascinating glimpse into the power of our minds. It shows us that belief, expectation, and the mind-body connection can sometimes be just as powerful as the treatments we receive. Whether it's convincing our brain that we're healing or using the power of suggestion to improve our health, the placebo effect challenge